Hello people, Augmented Bean here. Now if you're here because OBS Studio continues to echo your mic back at you, I'm guessing you've scoured the internet trying many options to fix this that never seems to work for you. From checking a double input to making sure that monitoring's off in the advanced audio properties and anything and everything in between. Now I'm not saying that this is going to work for everyone, but after numerous hours of trying answers that never seem to work for me, I've finally found my problem. Here's how I solved it, and I hope this saves you from the torture that this problem put me through for hours. So let's get into this, and if it works for you, please just drop a quick like to show your appreciation. Now, a few of the things that I'd been told to try was to make sure that all your volume mixers were okay and everything was coming through and there was no dual inputs, and that maybe OBS was picking something up whilst other things were picking it up, and as a result you were getting your feedback and stuff like that. For me personally, as much as I can see value in some of them answers, none of this in here worked for me at all. Now again, same sort of thing when you come to the microphone privacy. Turning any of these on, off, etc., messing around with these. I tried it hours on end, none of this worked. Now again, a few other options that were thrown out there as potential answers was because, as you can see here, I have a desktop audio and mic audio. People were saying about dual inputs, and that is true to a degree. But what a lot of people were saying with this is if you go into the properties and make sure that you're using whichever device, and now to be honest, for me, changing these made no difference whatsoever. I painstakingly went through all of it, every option I came across, Reddit, Google. This seems to be a problem that pops up for people a lot. However, once again, for me, none of that worked. Now again, you think, well, maybe in settings. So we go down to the stream itself. No options in the multi-track. Nothing else there that would be related to it. So that didn't help. I went through all of this. I tried checking, making sure with recordings, and nothing there. I did have a couple of ideas from in there, not ideas, but suggestions from in there. Same sort of thing. I went to the audio. I changed the desktop and I disabled all of these because one of the biggest answers out there was go into your global audio devices and disable all of this. I did that, and even with everything disabled, including the microphone, somehow OBS was still echoing my voice back at me. So again, we tried monitoring device. I thought maybe something to do with that. It was nothing to do with any of that either. Again, videos, nothing in there to do with sound. Now this confuddled me forever. We then at this point were told, well, we've got to make sure that all your monitoring is off in your advanced audio properties. Oh, I'm pushing buttons now. As you can see in here, all off. Makes absolutely no difference at all. Okay. And I will be coming back with the echo in a minute. I won't take you through all of this again. You just have to take my word that none of this is changed. But when I come back with the echo, I will actually show you what it is for me and how I got rid of it. It takes a second. I'm sorry if this has been a little bit long-winded, but we need the videos to be a certain length for YouTube. So I apologize about that. However, having said that, let's pop on to the next part of the video. So here we are back in OBS, and we have an echoing issue. Now you won't notice it so much on the recording because it's more of a streaming issue, but I can still hear it whilst recording. Now it's actually really simple to do, and I will preface this by people saying, well, because you've got a webcam, that's got a microphone as well as your headset, so it's picking up the dual info and stuff like that. I will show you quickly in settings that if we go to my system, sound and all sound devices, and we pop down to the input devices, we have my capture card, which is nothing to do with my microphone. That's for capturing any games I might play on the Xbox. I run my audio from my headset through the PC, so that's completely separate to that, so that's got nothing to do with it. My headset microphone, which obviously is the one I'm using. The natural microphone that comes with the PC is disabled, as is the microphone that runs off of the camera that I am using on my stream. And obviously the stereo mix is disabled as well. So as you can see, there's no dual inputs here because the only two active ones are these, and they're not linked in any way. Okay, so it's nothing to do with that. It's actually a really quick, really simple fix. And in one of your scenes somewhere, okay, you will have a video capture device. Okay, there we go. I should probably bring it over so that you can see. Right. So now if we click back to the main game thing. Now, if you go to your video capture device, and it doesn't matter which scene you do it on, it should make it for all of them, unless you've added it as an individual source to the scene. Is if you click on it with the right mouse button, head up to properties, here we go, webcam. So now here I am, ugly old man, sorry about this. If you pop down to the bottom of it, you will see this bit here. Use custom audio device because I've got my headset in, and output desktop audio. Okay. Now, if you've got it on wave out, I'm getting the echo. Change it to direct sound, same thing. However, when I audio only, you'll notice there was a little glitch in the camera there whilst it switched over. Now it's so much easier to talk to you because I'm not hearing myself repeat back to myself a second after I talk, causing my brain to essentially overload. Okay? And it was that simple for me. Now, I really hope it's that simple for you. Like I say, this might not work for everybody, but if it did, please just drop a quick like. I'm sorry for the length of video, but we do have to make it at least 8 minutes long for YouTube to even consider it something they're going to look at for future reference. Okay? I hope it helps for you. Drop a comment if you want, and I'm usually live on Twitch. Pop in, say hello. Pop in and say thank you. Look after yourself, peeps.